Okay, so I'll get started. First thing is I threw this together really quickly. It is non-October. Just in case anyone is confused.
No, you just accidentally hit
Okay. Also, it should say what's driving this train, not who's. That's okay. So just pointing out some obvious things. So when you think of a business, you wonder what's driving this machine? What's making us grow? You know, and what's really behind it? And so this is going to be up for a little bit of debate, but scientifically speaking, marketing drives business growth. And it's the only thing that does. Nothing else that we do, even the process of delivering your projects, is business development. So marketing drives business growth. So it only goes to show that all of us should probably know something about marketing, right? If it's what's driving the growth, we should also know as much as we can. So let's first talk about external marketing. And do you know the difference between external and internal marketing? Oliver, what's the difference?
It's when you're outside.
It's the difference between a flea market and a grocery store.
Well, I don't know, maybe if you've got fleas on your person, maybe. So Tia, what's the difference?
Internal focuses more on employees and brand, whereas external focuses on delivering the right message and the right brand out to your customers and clients.
So externally, like what message and brand are we portraying to our clients? And then what message and brand are we portraying to ourselves and our employees? So there's two different types of marketing. And if you look at how the business is situated, or what sort of groups in the business, there are people who acquire the work, people who deliver the work, and people who account for the work. So who can I pick on? Bill, where do you fit?
I believe I fit and deliver. At least I hope so.
Where do you fit, Paul?
Mostly a deliverer, and occasionally I'll help acquire.
Okay. Dorian, where do you fit?
In all three.
Is there anyone here who thinks they don't fit in all three? We have two.
Well, just if you're accounting, like Mike accounting, like I'm not doing the Mike accounting.
So I'm more of underneath it. Where I'm at, that's where the breath is on.
Every person in this business fits in every category.
Yeah, Atlas.
It doesn't matter what role you play. You acquire, you deliver, and you account for the work.
I feel like I was set up for failure by
You
your
were.
question. Yeah.
Because you're only learning if you're getting the wrong answer. Is that true? Right. So I think it's pretty obvious what they are now. So how do you, in delivering the work, how are you acquiring the work? Oliver, it's on you again.
Well, let me tell you. Wow. How am I acquiring? Making by doing that. What?
By delivering the work, how are you acquiring work?
Oh, was that the question? It's giving the client what they want,
Yes,
what they need,
it
and
is.
making them want to come back for more.
Yes, absolutely. How do you think marketing helps with delivering the work? What's our role? Kim?
What's our, aside from qualifications?
That's part.
Making sure that they're happy and maybe through interviews or just staying in contact with them, follow up, make sure they're happy with us and relay, any comments or anything that we can do better to our team.
That's true. That's very true. So the other thing that we do, so I have all, and maybe I haven't said it enough, I feel like it's my job to make you more billable. So the more billable we are, the more profitable we are. The more profit we have, the more we have to share. The bigger our bonus. Am I over my time? I saw Dorian looking at his watch. I also help account for the work. I do my time card. We all do our time card, right? Some of us have to look, is the time card right? Are we billing our clients right? I have to do my expense report. That helps account for the work. So I think if you really stop and think about all the aspects of where you might fit in one category more often than the other, we all do all things to help drive the business. So marketing, so I interviewed about 8 people and I asked them, what's the difference in marketing and business development? I got answers all over the board. Well, marketing's part of business development, or business development's part of marketing, or business development is really all the management that you do to manage the business. So they were all over the map. We were about 20% accurate. 20% of the people knew what marketing was. So this is the overall market. This is all the things that encompass marketing. The thing that you are most interested in are implementation, the tactics. So one of these does not fit. You looked at the last slide really closely, you know which one it is. So marketing are the tactics or the implementation strategy for the entire marketing plan. One of these does not fit here. Which one is it? Do you know, Mike?
I have a guess.
That's okay, guess. It's okay.
Business development.
No. It is research. Research is not a tactic. Research is what you use to develop your strategy, your implementation strategy. Business development is a 4-letter word. What is it? Ends with S. If you add S, it's a 5-letter word. Let's see.
Okay.
Wait, someone else?
Sales?
Sales. Business development is sales. How many people went to school to do sales? Not me. It's actually a soft sell. So when you think of when you're delivering your project, you're actually selling your next project. So I forgot to address the chicken and the egg. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Did the project come first or did the relationship come first? It's kind of like, who knows? But one thing I can guarantee you is your next project is starting with the project you're working on right now. So these are the items, the big buckets that encompass marketing for the implementation side. And this is what you see. They're ads. So the ad on the back of UC&D, promotion, the swag, the logo that you wear, that's our way of branding you. You represent Reaveley in the marketplace. So not just that logo you wear, but your behaviors, the way that you deliver our projects, the way you talk to our clients, publicity, like newspaper articles that are published about us, public relations. Let's say they interview one of our clients and they start talking about our work or us, and then business development. The business developer in our business is the most strategic part of growing our business. The people who build those relationships. So you are in the sales department. What is the most valuable resource on the planet? What is it?
He said time. I thought that was great. I was maybe going to say sand, and I'm sure that's not where you're going. So
Mark, what is it?
People.
Cameron
Our
and
most valuable resource is people.
no, we're talking about the resource on the planet collectively.
I'm sticking with sand.
It actually surpassed oil. 2019. It's data. Data is the most valuable resource on the planet. What do you think those balloons are that, all those apps on your phone, they're collecting, they're harvesting your data so they can sell to you. So how do we use software? So so I'm going into my CRM speech because someone recently told me that no one wants to hear the word CRM. They're so sick of hearing it that they just kind of close up. So CRM, everybody, CRM. We are paying an extra $60,000 to $70,000 a year to chase data. All of us. That's what we're paying, and I can prove it. And how I can prove it is When I came from CRS, I paid one person $60,000 a year, and all she did was chase data. She is out of work today. So the goal should be that we don't have to continue to chase the same data every time we want to put a resume together, every time we want to put qualifications together, every time you hire a new marketing person, chasing more data. Imagine doing accounting with a spreadsheet. Imagine billing our clients with a spreadsheet. Would we do that? No. So when we think of structural engineering, we think structural engineering, like if you ask someone what it is, they'll say, oh, it's CAD. Imagine delivering a project. I actually remember back when there were tons of people drawing and we had this little CAD department who would take the drawings and then go draw it. It was like the most tremendous waste of resources because a whole generation of people who would not learn CAD. Imagine delivering a healthcare project without Revit. Imagine all that stuff that goes in the interstitial space and all the med gases and all of the HVAC and electrical and everything that has to go in that span and that chase without Revit. Like people used to do that. There used to be mistakes and right? It's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's not mistakes.
No mistakes now.
Well,
There's no mistakes now.
it's perfect now. That's what it's like to be in the marketing department without the CRM. It is like, they were like, should we give up on this? Should we give up on this CRM chase, right? And we're like, no, we can't give up on it. What is our single most valuable Reaveley asset? Mark?
Data.
Sand.
It's us. It's you.
Oh, now I am.
It's you. We spend more money. It is the biggest outlay of expenses every month is labor, right? It's our product. You're our product. You're the thing we value most. So what has marketing done to help with our what's internal marketing and what have we done to help our most valuable asset? Besides chasing resume data, we've updated the onboarding packet. We've created an onboarding box. We've helped with the wingdings and helped brand the wingdings. We created a new baby onboarding box. We create the job ads and send those out, and social media. We actually had someone interview here because Dorian, you want to tell that story? Didn't someone talk to you because they saw our social media? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So what are we working on this year? We're working on streamlining our qualifications process. Hopefully you're seeing some growth in that area. We think by the end of this year, we'll actually be able to produce an accurate resume from the CRM. We're working on the CRM, obviously. Our website is 7 years old. We have the back end for our site. We can't update anymore. Like it has to be done this year. So it will be done this year. Social media, because we think that it impacts the people that the talent we're trying to get to come here. And it represents our culture. Maybe people want to do business with us because we're engaging and fun. And then our photography, we don't have pictures of a lot of our photography, so we're working on getting some of our back images. So that's what we're working on this. In addition to all the other stuff, here's our big push for 2023. So, do I have anything else? No, that's it. I guess the other thing I didn't talk about is all of our roles and how much time do I have?
You've got more you can keep.
Just one more thing. I just want to talk a little bit about retention. And we're all responsible for employee retention. So, so while we help acquire our talent and we run the job ads and all the things that we're doing to help with new talent, the talent that's here, and I think we're responsible for developing relationships among ourselves. And I know that Mike and I'm going to bring Mike up as an example. We had a little tiff, I would say a couple months ago. And I had gone to Dorian about it with that before I went to Mike. And after I talked to Dorian, I said, you know what? I owe Mike a call. I betrayed Mike's trust. So I want to call Mike first and I want to tell Mike what I did. And I hope this is okay. So I went to Mike and talked to Mike about it, and then we brought Dorian into the fold. And I think we're fine. I like Mike. I think it made our relationship strong. Like Mike. You should like Mike too. So I think that relationship of trying to work that problem out and communicate directly with each other, I think it made our relationship stronger, and I think it gave us more trust. So I am encouraging you, like, even if the new people who are here, if you don't know them, try to get to know them, because they're going to stay. We're all going to stay because of each other. It's because of that relationship we develop with each other. And I also want you to know that Kristen really enjoys sitting with us. So just in case you guys don't know, she likes it. So anyway, thank you. I hope everyone understands the difference between business development and marketing. And I hope that you guys had a good time this morning. Thanks for participating.